Hello, hello, welcome back to Popcorn with Kristen. Today I will be reviewing the movie Send Help, starring Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. This movie is a horror comedy, and I have to say, it wowed me. I had seen it in movie theaters, and it did not disappoint. All right, let's get into it. So, Rachel McAdams, oh boy, her character, she is very introvert. She is just an overachiever at work. She just works in a typical business office. So she has her own cubicle, and not many people are very fond of her, let's just say. And her boss, Dylan O'Brien, is, oh man, he is just not the friendliest boss, okay? Like, he just does not treat her or really anyone well. And they end up going on a business trip on a plane. So that's basically where the movie really kicks off. It does pick up quickly to that part. They get stranded on an island, and it's basically them two, as you'll see in the previews. However, okay, I just cannot even, words can't even describe really this movie, but I'm going to try. All right, so the first half of the movie is, you're going to laugh. I bet you're going to laugh. I was just dying at some parts, but it's a lot of comedy on the island, from both of them. There is just so much rivalry and like dislike between both of them, especially Dylan O'Brien's character and Rachel McAdams. You're going to see a lot of definitely the island and the whole beach aspect of everything. There's actually going to be some survival skills you'll pick up on. So you might take some mental notes. Oh, I didn't know about that, or you can do that. So that's what I really liked also, just a small thing about the movie as a side note. But other than that, the first half, a lot of comedy. It's, the whole stranded part, and the second half is, oh yeah, things take a big turn. You're going to get that horror aspect. So I saw this with my sister, and she didn't even know she didn't know this was a horror comedy. So by the end of the movie, she was like, "Kristen, like, what? Like, did I just watch?" It's crazy, but you won't be disappointed. Every scene, there is something going on. You won't expect. It's definitely not predictable. Every scene, there is something like that will wow you, or there are some scenes where, a little warning, some of it is definitely gory or a little gross, and you'll cringe and you'll be like, oh. And then some scenes, you'll just be like really intense. Oh gosh. I mean, there were some scenes where I was in my seat, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is going to happen from here? What is going on?" So this isn't your typical get stranded on an island, okay, like, nothing like Castaway, or definitely nothing like Lost. It has that horror vibe. Just you wait. So that's the most I will say without too many spoilers. But this, honestly, one last thought on this. It is probably one of the craziest horror comedies I've ever seen. I know that's probably a really big statement, but it honestly is. It's honestly probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's so good. You gotta see it. All right, so if you were stranded on an island, I mean, what would you typically, I want to say, pick up on? Like, would you have those survival skills already? Or do you just not know anything about survival skills? Because for me, I definitely need to pick up on survival skills after this movie. So, well, just in general, but, and I know, like, this is a common question, but who would you not want to be stranded on an island with? Because in this scenario, she is stranded on an island with the worst person she just absolutely just despises. So that would just really suck. But that's what the movie is kind of about. All right, well, I know this review was a little bit longer today, but if you liked my review, I mean, feel free to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, all that good stuff. And till next time.